Hello, good day, and welcome to Alena Media TV News. I am Victoria broadcasting from Canada, and these are the headlines for today's stories. Thousands rally in Sudan against military coup. Ethiopia and Djibouti railway launches commuter train service with 19 stations. Scores injured in Sunday protests in Sudan medics. Bringing you this in detail after the short break. I'll be right back. Hello and welcome back now. Stories in detail. Thousands rally in Sudan against military coup. Thousands of Sudanese protesters have taken to the street across the country to rally against the October military coup and to demand the release of prisoners. Regular protests calling for civilian rule in Sudan have occurred throughout the northern African country despite a deadly crackdown since the power grab led by Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. At least 82 people have been killed in the crackdown, many of them shot dead and hundreds wounded by security forces, according to an independent group of medics. The latest that came on Sunday, the number of people detained has exceeded 200, according to a statement released on Monday by a group of pro-democracy lawyers, which confirmed that some detainees had been ordered released. Multiple political figures and anti-coup activists are among those who have been detained. Pro-democracy lawyer Ennam Atik said authorities have ordered that more than 40 people arrested in the crackdown and anti-coup protests be freed. During Monday demonstrations, protesters called on the military to go back to the barracks in the city of Wad Madani, south of Khartoum. Witnesses said in the eastern state of Gadaref they chanted, "Civilian is the people choice," according to witness Alma Hassan, as quoted by the AFG news agency. Demonstrators also marched to the rally outside the government building in the Red Sea city of Port Sudan, but security forces blocked their route with tear gas, according to witnesses. In the eastern border state of Kassala, young protesters chanted "No to military rule" as they headed towards a military base in the city, witness Hassan Adris told AFP. Security forces in capital Khartoum fired tear gas of hundreds of protesters who tried to rally outside the presidential palace while the ruling Sovereign Council is based along the Nile River. According to the agency, meanwhile, a UN human rights expert was in Sudan on Monday to verify allegations of human rights violation after the coup. Then, the UN expert on human rights in Sudan appointed in November arrived in Khartoum on Sunday, a month after Sudan authorities asked for the postponement of his visit, according to the UN Human Rights Council. Jen met Acting Justice Minister Mohammed Said Hilu and was scheduled to meet other senior government officials, activists, and civil society groups. The military take over during a transition to full civilian rule negotiated between military and civilian leaders following in 2019 removal of strongman President Omar al-Bashir. In the eastern state of Gadaref, they chanted, "The military take over during a transition to full civilian rule negotiated between military and civilian leaders following the 2019 removal strongman President Omar al-Bashir." Now moving on to the other story in Ethiopia, Djibouti railway launches commuter train service with 19 stations. The Ethiopian Djibouti Standard Gauge Railway Line, a flagship Belt and Road initiative of Ethiopian and Djibouti in partnership with China, has been in good progress over the last 4 years of operation. The Mawit Mugat, Ethiopian Minister of Transport and Logistics, remarked also, noting the need for increased efficiency and quality service delivery. Ms. Dagmart and Zhao Ziyon, China ambassador to Ethiopia, have attended a seminar on significance of Addis Ababa Djibouti runway for the Horn of Africa and marked the commencement of Addis Ababa Djibouti commuter train service. Tilamusaka, general manager of Ethiopian Djibouti standard gauge railway line, pointed out the commuter train service with the additional 5 stations would give better access specifically for people living among the railway line from Addis Ababa to Diredao. Moving on to the last story, scores injured in Sunday protests in Sudan, Texas. Scores of protesters were injured in Sunday's protests demanding full civilian rule in Sudan, according to local medics and reported Anadolu of Sudanese doctors said 92 demonstrators were wounded, including 2 by live bullet. On Sunday, thousands of protesters demonstrated in the capital, Khartoum, to demand the handover of power to civilians. Protest groups also planned fresh demonstration in Khartoum and other Sudanese cities on Monday. Opposition forces and human rights organizations accuse the Sudanese authorities of arresting political leaders and dozens of activists. Army Chief General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan said on Thursday that detentions were made by judicial authorities. Since 25th October last year, Sudan has witnessed protests in response to exceptional measures taken by al-Burhan, most notably the imposition of a state of emergency and dissolution of Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok transitional government, a move decried by political forces and military coup. This is where I end the editorial on Alena Media TV. I am Victoria and thanks for watching.